Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up because I just found out that it really helps my channel. So I hope that you give it a thumbs up. All right, so today, oh my goodness, this is something, I hope it's unique to you because I actually was trying to make another box and came up with this one. So I did it in two because I noticed that a lot of people were still saying Halloween and Christmas. And so these are the two that I made with this. It's really a long one. If you want to fill this all the way to the top, you can. All you have to do is untie it and open one side to get whatever you have in there out. Yeah, you can fill it all the way to the top, not just to right here. So it is so cute. I'm going to actually do the Christmas one, and I'm going to tell you everything I need for this, and I will also put all of the supplies in my supply list when I do the inspiration sheet, which you can get on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. I always put an inspiration sheet on there, and I don't tell you enough. You can go there, and I just put basic measurements and scoring and stuff like that on there. So this is the Halloween one. I thought it turned out really cute. I am using for this one pumpkin pie. The stamp set that I'm using is Frightfully Cute, and so you can use any of these sayings. I actually just used Which Way to the Candy, and you can do the Less Stricken, More Treating, You're So Scary, You're So Sweet, It's Scary. You can use any of these images. This one would probably be a little bit too big, although it probably would fit. I think it would fit. But it's really cute, and I stamped the little bats on here on the top part. I used the Halloween paper for this year, which is called the Cute Halloween. So I used this stripe pattern. These patterns are all so cute. You can use any of them. They're so cute. I almost used this one right here, but I thought I'd go with the stripes and the pumpkin pie since, you know, Halloween is usually pumpkin. All right, so that's what I used for this one. I also used our glitter ribbon. And it's the black glitter ribbon. I'm using the white glitter ribbon on here. Yeah, I think it's just called white. Yeah, it's white. It looks clear, but it's white. So I'm using that. And then also on the back, I used this trim, which is metallic mesh ribbon. I love this. I wanted to make the bow out of this, but it was too hard to get through the top. So I just use it like on the back of this little sentiment. All right, so that's everything I used for this one right here. And then for this one, we are using the Tidings and Trimmings bundle. So that is this one here, along with the dies, which the dies are the Christmas Trimmings dies, and I pulled most of them out. There are a bunch of dies in here, but I'm using quite a bit of dies in here, although there's more in here. There are actually 15 dies in here. So there's some holly, a larger star, a little stocking, because this has the stockings on it. It has a lot of things on it. And this one I fussy cut the witch, so that's another reason that I decided to show the Christmas one. And then I'm using the Tidings of Christmas Designer Series paper, which is this one. It coordinates with this bundle. And I'm going to use this one next because I really wanted some of the cherry cobbler in there. So I decided instead of just using the Christmas trees, which are on the side, I just decided to use this pattern right here this time. So you'll get to see two versions. I'm still using the soft succulent for the base. And these are all the dies that I used on this. And then this die right here is from the Stitch So Sweetly, this one right here. So it comes in this set right here. And that's for the sentiment on this one, as well as I put one on the back of this one. I just put that on the back because I wanted some kind of sentiment on it. But you can also do a sentiment and like hang it from here with a little piece of baker's twine. There's a lot of things you can do. I just decided to put it on the back of this one. I think that's everything that I'm using. This one, like I said, is pumpkin pie. This one's soft succulent. And I did all the cut and emboss work already. So I did the little sentiment, I did the little star, the big star, all the little pieces that we need. This little part. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the cherry cobbler for the star. I cut out two. I cut out the soft succulent and the cherry cobbler, and then I also cut out all these. I don't know if I'm going to use them all. I just cut them all out to have them ready to go so you can concentrate on the box. All right, so we are going to get going, and this one is the Evening Evergreen, the sheer ribbon that coordinates, and we have these in all our in colors. And I'm not sure if I'm using this or a cherry cobbler ribbon. I'll show you that when I get there. So isn't it cute? I thought it turned out cute. It's different, but I thought it was really cute. I hope you like it. All right, so what you're going to need for this is a piece that is 7.5 by 8.5. Like I said, it's soft succulent. And then you need 4 pieces to mat it. These are 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. And that is about it. And then whatever you're going to decorate it with. So let's go ahead and score it. All right, so we are going to score first on the 8.5 inch side. We're going to score it at 1/2, 2.5, 4.5, 6.5. This is really easy, y'all. You have to do some hand scoring, but that's really easy. And then you're going to score this one on the 7.5 inch side at 2 and 4. Now this long part is going to be the top of our box. All right, so now I'm going to need my ruler, and I hope you can see. I think you can see the lines here. What I'm going to do here on this longer part, I am going to mark on the top, and this is 2 inches across each score mark. That's 2, 2, and 2. So you're going to mark these at the top, and you're going to mark it in the middle at 1, and then I'll do it at 3, 5, and 7. So you're marking right in between each scored mark. I hope that makes sense, and I'll show you why. We are going to score from that point that you just marked to the corner, and it's going to look kind of like a Christmas tree. And then from this point to this other corner. Make sure you get these pretty accurate to the corner, because it does make a difference on how your box fits together. Then we're going to do this one to the corner. And then this one. So it looks like a tree, and I'll show you close up in just a minute when I get these all done. And we're doing this one. You're doing all 4 of them like this. All 4 sections. And then this last one right here. All right, so it's going to look like that. Can you see? Yeah, there you go. That's a better. So they look like Christmas trees, right? Keep that in mind when you're scoring. Don't do it the opposite way. All right, so now what we're going to do here is we're going to start cutting. We are going to cut this long 1/2 inch piece off here on the end. And you're going to cut the bottom one off too. So this middle piece is going to be our glue tab. So we're doing that, and then what you're going to do, we're going to cut up on all these bottom ones. I'm going to cut in on a couple of these. And then this one, I'm going to cut in on every other one. All right, and now on this top part, you are going to cut in between each of these down the middle score mark. Make sure you score it first. It's easier to score it first, then cut. All right, so can you see that? I cut in between each of those trees. All right, now I'm going to round the corners. I'm just using my little corner rounder here. If you want to leave them square, you can leave them square. It looks better to me with them rounded though. All right, let's get this mess out of the way. And we're going to put this together. All right, now you need to have your bone folder, and you're going to start turning this. Make sure you get your little end here and sharpen these really good. And do that on every one of these. All right, so now these are going to be, you need to score the bottom here of each one, because you know it's important to score these, and then we're going to sharpen these score marks, and then I'll do these. All right, it's all sharpened. Now I'm going to use some tear and tape on here because it's a small part that's really holding this box together. So I'm using a strong adhesive here. And we'll remove that. You can mat it before you put it together too. And then you're just going to lay that down there. And then tuck these two in, and we'll add another piece of tear and tape on the bottom here. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of glue as well as the tear and tape, and I usually add it. And look at, I finally got the rubber band on here. It took me a while to find a small rubber band. I could not find one for the life of me. I have some really thick ones. So then we're going to put this down just like that, and then I'm sure that this is going to, if anything hangs over, you know me, I hate that, so I just going to cut. All right, can you see how this is coming together now? All right, let's mat it. So to mat it, I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal. All right, now what we're going to do, when you are punching these, the holes in here, you want to just kind of move the other ones out of the way, line these up edge to edge, because you want to make sure that they're all straight, and then just punch. And then I just use this hole as a guide for the next one. Line those up real good. And you're going to punch that. And then turn it, line those up real good, punch it, and then one more. And I am using this 1/8 inch hole punch, but we don't carry this anymore, but you can use whatever hole punch you have. Even the large one will work for this, especially if I use this cherry cobbler ribbon. And you know what I forgot to do? Stamp my little stars. But don't fear, I can still do it. I am going to go ahead and, I forgot it on my last one, so I knew I probably would forget that again. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay it on the edge here. So I know you can't see a whole lot. I'm just going to stamp some little stars on here. But I need to have this flat so I can stamp these. You'll see some of it. And I was putting like 3, at first I started putting more, but I liked that they were like, I don't know, 3 or 4 on each one. I think I'm going to do one more on this because it's the front. I did that on the other one, and then we're going to do this one too. And I'm just doing 3 on these other sides. There we go. Got them all done. As long as you have a flat surface, if you forget, you can lean it up against that edge and then you can still stamp. All right, now I'm going to decide whether I want to use this cherry cobbler. Maybe we'll give it a different look this time. I don't know, I love that other one on here. I think I'm going to use that again. I really love this on here. All right, so this is going to be my front, so always start on your front side. This is the hardest part of this whole box for me because of my hands. They just don't want to work sometimes. And make sure you pull enough to go all the way around and to make a bow. And you make sure your holes are lined up. It's easier to do it also when it is laying down because trying to do it standing up, it's a little bit difficult. All right, now I'm going to make a bow. And I got my last one on the first round, so let's see if I can do the same thing this time. Look at that. Even on camera I could do it. That's a miracle. All right, let's trim these. Isn't that color pretty though, the evening evergreen with the soft succulent? It's so pretty. And now we are going to add our pieces. So what do I want to do here? I'm going to stamp my sentiment first. And I'm using the evening evergreen for that. And I am stamping, you can use any sentiment on here, but I'm going to do the cheers from our home to yours. I'm going to do that again, because I thought that would be really cute. This would be cute to fill with like some little candies for your neighbors. And I'm going to use some dimensionals, and I guess I'll do the front first. I don't want to mess it up. So let's see, do I want the red, or the cherry cobbler here? I think I'm going to do the cherry cobbler because we're going to put some of these also at the top like this. And I think I'm going to do that with the, I also stamped some leaves here. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this and get it ready to go. And I think I'm going to use the cherry cobbler this time on this. All right, and this is going on our star. You can also stamp the star. It's a really pretty design too, but I wanted to use the dies on this. I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on the back of this one too. Cut some of these. And that's ready to go. Now I'm going to add underneath some of these. I'm going to put it here so I can look. Some of these little vines or leaves, and let's see, do I want this one? I think I'm going to put this one on here. And this, I'm just looking to see the positioning I want to do with this. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, so let's glue these down. So I'm going to do this one first. And then the one I stamped. This is all from the same bundle. All the little leaves and everything. I love this one. It's even got holly and berries on it. I think I used it on a project already. All right, now next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our white glitter organdy ribbon. This is the same as the black, only it's white. And we are going to place this down. I'm going to make sure I have enough here though. And I'm not tying a bow because the bow is too bulky underneath the star. So I'm going to use some glue dots. And I'm going to put this down on here. And we're going to put that in the middle. And then I'm just going to make it look like a bow, but we're not going to make it a bow. I'm putting another piece there so we can just lay that down like that. Oops. And then this one with the knot in the center, it was a little bit too bulky. So that's ready to go. Now I'm going to take these off and we're going to put our star on here. Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty with the cherry cobbler, but I am partial to cherry cobbler. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to layer these some, and we're just going to glue these together. I'm just making like, what do they call them? I always lost for words when it comes to in the middle, you know, when you have to think of something really quick. I always forget what I'm gonna, it's like a swag, I guess. I know some of you are probably yelling, swag, swag. All right, and I love the cherry cobbler in here. I'm glad I chose this other paper. And you can just leave it like this if you want. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the sentiment on the back with the little star. Like that. You can even decorate every one of these sides. And we're going to put the little star on there. Look how cute. What do you think? Do you like it? I hope you all like it. Okay, which one of these two do you like better? I mean, they're both cute. I don't know, it's hard. It's always hard for me to choose which I like better. And then here's the Halloween one. And it's so cute too with the little bats on it. So for those of you who wanted to do Halloween, all the instructions are the exact same except for we're using a different bundle for each one. And I'll list all of those in the inspiration sheet when I post that on my blog. All right, everyone, I hope you have a blessed day. Don't forget I'm doing a free gift with purchase this month if you spend $50, and you must use the hostess code. If your order is $150 or more, do not use it because you will also get rewards from Stampin'up, but you will also get the gift from me as well. All right, everyone, I hope you have a blessed one, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.